Okay, so I had no idea we will get to this point in the Charlie Kirk investigation where the fact that he saved himself for marriage will become a subject of discussion.
Out of respect for their marriage, I won't get into
Yes.
too much detail about the time before he met her. It's not offensive to the marriage. It's like obviously people like try to date before, and he was trying to date this girl that he was totally obsessed with.
So being able, the first time I ever read the Bible cover to cover was 2016, and it changed my life. It absolutely changed my life, and that's when I started. So it was me and another friend, and I put together the Bible reading program, and I sent it to my friend. I said, "Do it with me." I was like, "Because I don't know what I'm doing, and you've been a Christian your whole life, and I just want to have an accountability partner. Like, please read this with me." 2016, finished the whole thing. It was a wild year.
Candace Owens may have just revealed the most shocking detail yet in the entire Erika Kirk investigation. And according to people online, it changes how they view Charlie Kirk's marriage completely. Because this isn't just another story about politics anymore. Now the internet is debating whether Charlie Kirk, one of the most outspoken conservative voices in America, may have entered his marriage emotionally vulnerable, inexperienced, heartbroken, and potentially far easier to manipulate than people ever realized publicly. And honestly, the reason this exploded so aggressively online is because of one sentence. Candace Owens claimed Erika Kirk was originally just Charlie's rebound. That single word changed everything emotionally. Because according to Candace, before Charlie met Erika, he had allegedly been obsessed with another woman for a long time. A woman Candace reportedly knew personally. A woman Charlie allegedly chased constantly, texted constantly, thought he could eventually win over if he just worked hard enough. Then according to Candace, the woman rejected him completely. And critics online believe Charlie was devastated emotionally afterward. That's when Erika allegedly entered the picture. According to Candace, Erika was initially introduced to Charlie almost like a distraction. Someone who could help heal his heartbreak and make the previous girl jealous. But then another revelation made the situation dramatically more intense online. Candace confirmed Charlie allegedly saved himself for marriage. Now technically, Charlie had spoken publicly about that before. He openly promoted abstinence, purity, and waiting for marriage in multiple interviews and speeches. But according to many viewers online, hearing Candace casually confirm it during this investigation suddenly changed how people interpreted Charlie's relationship with Erika emotionally. Because critics online immediately started asking uncomfortable questions. If Charlie was deeply religious, emotionally heartbroken, inexperienced with women, and looking desperately for a future wife, was he especially vulnerable to someone who knew exactly how to present herself as his perfect Christian woman? That's where the internet rabbit hole exploded. Because according to Candace, Erika allegedly became far more persistent after meeting Charlie, texting him heavily, using religious language, emphasizing shared Christian values, and positioning herself as the kind of traditional, faith-centered woman Charlie publicly admired. Then another detail intensified everything even more. Candace implied Erika may have intentionally leaned heavily into Bible study and Christian identity specifically because she knew that's what Charlie valued most emotionally. And according to many viewers online, suddenly the relationship stopped looking romantic and started looking strategic. According to many viewers online, the most important thing Candace Owens revealed was not simply that Charlie Kirk saved himself for marriage. It was the timing of when Erika allegedly entered his life. Because according to Candace, Charlie wasn't entering that relationship emotionally stable and confident. He was heartbroken. And critics online believe that matters massively when trying to understand why the relationship escalated so quickly afterward. According to Candace, Charlie had allegedly spent a long time obsessing over another woman before Erika, texting constantly, trying to impress her, asking friends for advice, convincing himself he could eventually win her over if he just tried harder. Then the rejection happened. And according to Candace, Charlie was reportedly crushed emotionally afterward. That's when Tyler Boyer allegedly introduced Erika into the situation. And according to many viewers online, critics now believe the setup suddenly looks much less random in hindsight. Because according to Candace, Charlie initially didn't even seem to view Erika as the one. Critics online believe he allegedly viewed her more like a rebound, a distraction, or somebody who might make the previous girl jealous emotionally. But then something changed very fast. According to Candace, Erika allegedly became increasingly persistent afterward, especially through religion. That's the detail that exploded online, because critics online immediately connected this with Erika's own public statements about suddenly diving deep into Bible study around 2016, reading scripture cover to cover, immersing herself in Christianity, becoming intensely faith-focused publicly. Now obviously, people genuinely convert spiritually all the time. But according to many viewers online, critics believe the timeline suddenly looked suspicious once Candace framed Erika as someone intentionally trying to become Charlie's ideal woman. That's why the internet immediately started theorizing. Was Erika genuinely transforming spiritually, or strategically shaping herself into the exact kind of woman Charlie would marry? And honestly, that question changed the emotional tone of the entire investigation online. Because Charlie wasn't just another political influencer publicly. He openly believed abstinence, monogamy, and waiting for marriage represented moral discipline and personal strength. He talked about it constantly. He encouraged young men to avoid hookup culture. He described purity as something powerful. He argued modern culture weakens men through hypersexualization. And according to many viewers online, critics now believe that value system may have made Charlie emotionally easier to influence. Not because he was weak, but because he was idealistic. According to many viewers online, the reason the virgin until marriage revelation exploded so aggressively is not because people think it's embarrassing. It's because they think it explains a lot emotionally about Charlie Kirk himself. Because according to Candace Owens, Charlie wasn't inexperienced only physically. Critics online believe he may have been inexperienced emotionally too, especially when it came to relationships, dating psychology, and recognizing manipulation. And honestly, that's where the internet became ruthless afterward. Because once people started revisiting old footage of Charlie and Erika together through this new lens, the power dynamic suddenly looked very different to audiences online. Charlie appeared deeply admiring of Erika, protective of her, proud of her. Meanwhile, critics online argue Erika often appeared calmer, more socially polished, and emotionally controlled in public interactions. That contrast became a huge discussion online. Then another uncomfortable theory started spreading aggressively: the perfect Christian wife narrative. Because according to many viewers online, critics believe Erika allegedly understood exactly what Charlie wanted emotionally. A beautiful woman, strong Christian identity, traditional family values, supportive wife energy, and someone who appeared fully committed to faith, marriage, and motherhood publicly. That's why Candace's comments about Bible study became so explosive. According to critics online, Candace was not simply saying Erika became religious. She was implying Erika may have recognized religion as the fastest emotional pathway into Charlie's trust and heart. And according to many viewers online, that interpretation suddenly made older clips of Erika sound very different emotionally afterward. The speeches about purity, the comments about traditional women, the emphasis on supporting husbands, the Christian language. Critics online started asking, was this genuine belief or emotional targeting? Now obviously, there is no verified evidence proving Erika manipulated Charlie intentionally. But according to many viewers online, the reason the theory spread so aggressively is because of how quickly the relationship escalated afterward. According to discussions online, critics believe Charlie appeared almost instantly convinced Erika was meant for him spiritually. And Candace implied religion itself may have played a major role in reinforcing that belief emotionally. Then came another issue: age and experience. Because according to Candace, Erika was older than Charlie and significantly more socially experienced. Critics online immediately interpreted that dynamic in the harshest possible way. Young idealistic conservative star meets older socially skilled woman who understands exactly how to become his dream partner emotionally. That interpretation exploded across social media afterward. Then people revisited old interviews where Charlie openly praised Erika publicly. And according to many viewers online, some clips now sound almost tragic in hindsight. Because critics online believe Charlie genuinely thought he had found someone spiritually perfect for him. According to many viewers online, the saddest part of this entire story is that Charlie Kirk may have genuinely believed his relationship with Erika was divinely meant to happen. And according to critics online, that belief may have made him emotionally defenseless. Because Charlie didn't view marriage casually. He openly described marriage as sacred, purity as discipline, monogamy as power, family as civilization itself. This wasn't branding for him. According to many viewers online, people believe Charlie truly meant it. That's why Candace's comments hit people so hard emotionally. Because critics online now think Charlie wasn't evaluating Erika through normal dating logic. He was evaluating her spiritually. And according to Candace, Erika allegedly leaned into that heavily. The Bible conversations, the Christian messaging, the godly woman energy, the traditional wife image. Critics online believe Charlie interpreted all of it as confirmation that God had brought the right woman into his life after heartbreak. Then people revisited the story of how their relationship officially started. According to Charlie himself, Erika originally came into his life through what was supposed to be a job-related meeting. But after spending hours talking together, Charlie allegedly decided, "I'm not going to hire you. I'm going to date you." That story once sounded romantic to supporters. Now, according to many viewers online, critics believe it sounds impulsive emotionally. Like somebody trying desperately to lock in emotional certainty after rejection and heartbreak. Then another disturbing interpretation started spreading online. That Charlie may have mistaken emotional relief for spiritual destiny. Because according to critics online, Erika arrived at the exact moment Charlie reportedly felt rejected, insecure, and emotionally vulnerable after failing to win over another woman. And suddenly, here was a beautiful blonde Christian woman, deeply interested in him, talking about faith, family, children, traditional values, and submission to God's plan. According to many viewers online, critics believe Charlie interpreted that timing as divine intervention itself. That's why the relationship allegedly escalated so quickly emotionally afterward. Then people revisited old clips where Charlie talked proudly about waiting for marriage. And according to critics online, those speeches suddenly became much more psychologically important. Because Charlie openly viewed sexual restraint as moral clarity, a way for men to stay disciplined, focused, uncorrupted by hookup culture. Critics online now argue that same idealism may have unintentionally left him less emotionally guarded in serious relationships. Because according to many viewers online, Charlie wasn't looking for casual attraction. He was looking for a future wife chosen by God. And critics online believe Erika may have understood that better than anyone around him. According to many viewers online, one of the biggest reasons this investigation keeps spiraling emotionally is because people are now reinterpreting the relationship dynamic between Charlie and Erika completely differently. Because before Candace's comments, most supporters viewed them as a fairly normal conservative power couple. Young political leader, beautiful wife, shared Christian values, family-oriented branding, traditional marriage image. Now critics online believe the relationship may have been emotionally uneven from the very beginning. And according to many viewers online, the age difference suddenly matters far more in hindsight than people originally realized publicly. Because Candace repeatedly emphasized something very specific. Charlie was young in those ways. That phrase exploded online afterward. Critics interpreted it to mean socially inexperienced, romantically idealistic, and emotionally easier to influence than someone more seasoned in relationships. Meanwhile, Erika allegedly had multiple serious relationships before Charlie, more life experience, and according to critics online, a much stronger understanding of interpersonal dynamics overall. That contrast became the center of the internet discussion. Then people revisited old footage where Charlie and Erika publicly disagreed during conversations about marriage, women, and family roles. And according to many viewers online, Critics started noticing moments where Charlie appeared visibly uncomfortable or mildly annoyed, while Erika tried softening or reframing his messaging publicly. One clip spread everywhere online afterward. Charlie discussed statistical realities involving marriage age and fertility, speaking in his usual blunt, analytical style. Then Erika quickly stepped in emotionally. "It's okay if you marry after 30. God is good. You'll still find your person." According to critics online, Charlie's facial expression in that moment looked genuinely irritated, almost like somebody interrupting the ideological point he was trying to make publicly. That moment became symbolic online afterward, because according to many viewers online, people started seeing two completely different personalities colliding publicly. Charlie, the disciplined ideologue, and Erika, the emotionally adaptive social operator. Then came another uncomfortable discussion. Purity. Because while Charlie repeatedly spoke openly and proudly about saving himself for marriage, he almost never explicitly said, "We both did." Critics online immediately noticed that distinction. Now obviously, many people argue Charlie was simply respecting his wife's privacy. But according to many viewers online, critics believe the wording mattered because it subtly suggested Charlie's value system may not have fully matched Erika's past experiences personally. That theory intensified everything emotionally. Because according to discussions online, critics now believe Charlie may have projected his own ideals onto Erika. Assuming shared purity, shared discipline, and shared spiritual worldview automatically because that's what he desperately wanted emotionally. And according to many viewers online, Candace's interview may have shattered that image permanently for huge sections of the internet. According to many viewers online, the reason this story exploded emotionally is because people are not viewing Charlie Kirk as a typical political celebrity anymore. They're viewing him almost like someone who genuinely believed morality could protect him from manipulation. And critics online think that may have been his biggest weakness personally. Because Charlie openly believed discipline creates clarity. He believed avoiding hookup culture keeps men focused. He believed purity strengthens commitment. He believed monogamy channels male energy toward building families and civilization itself. According to many viewers online, Charlie treated those ideas almost like spiritual laws. That's why the internet became obsessed with Candace's comments afterward. Because critics online now think Charlie may have assumed, if a woman shares my values publicly, she must share my intentions privately too. And according to many viewers online, people believe that assumption made him emotionally exposed. Then another disturbing theory started spreading online. That Charlie's lack of romantic history may have made him mistake admiration for authenticity. Because according to critics online, someone who spends years avoiding casual relationships often develops an extremely idealized vision of marriage emotionally. Not cynical, not guarded, not suspicious. Idealistic. That's why many viewers online think Charlie may have fallen incredibly hard once Erika started presenting herself as religious, supportive, traditional, family-oriented, and emotionally devoted publicly. Then people revisited Charlie's speeches about abstinence and relationships again. And honestly, some clips now sound heartbreaking in hindsight. Because according to critics online, Charlie spoke like somebody who genuinely believed restraint would guarantee a stronger marriage eventually. That if you wait, if you stay disciplined, if you honor God, you will eventually receive the right partner. And according to many viewers online, critics believe Charlie thought Erika was that reward emotionally. Then came another uncomfortable realization. Charlie may have been surrounded by people who noticed the imbalance before he did. Because Candace's interview strongly implied she personally worried about the situation early on. Not necessarily because Erika was evil, but because Charlie appeared emotionally inexperienced compared to the world he was suddenly entering. Critics online now believe Charlie was simultaneously a political genius, a disciplined ideologue, and emotionally naive in intimate relationships. That combination fascinated the internet afterward. Because according to many viewers online, people increasingly think Charlie's greatest strengths publicly: idealism, discipline, faith, self-restraint, may have also become vulnerabilities privately. Then another brutal interpretation started spreading online. Critics believe Erika allegedly didn't need to manipulate Charlie traditionally at all. According to many viewers online, she may have simply needed to become the exact woman he already dreamed existed. According to many viewers online, the most unsettling part of Candace Owens' interview is not the claim that Erika was Charlie's rebound. It's the idea that Charlie may have emotionally attached himself to Erika far deeper than anyone realized publicly. Because according to critics online, Charlie didn't simply want a girlfriend. He wanted certainty. A wife. A mission partner. A future mother of his children. A woman who reflected everything he preached publicly about God, marriage, and civilization itself. And according to many viewers online, once Charlie believed Erika represented those things spiritually, he may have stopped questioning anything else emotionally. That's the theory exploding online right now. Because critics online believe Charlie didn't fall in love casually. He attached meaning to the relationship. Divine meaning. Moral meaning. Civilizational meaning. That's why Candace's wording hit people so hard. Especially when she described Charlie as young, idealistic, heartbroken, and emotionally vulnerable right before Erika allegedly became persistent in his life through religion and emotional support. Then people revisited older clips of Charlie speaking about Erika publicly. And according to many viewers online, some moments now sound almost painfully sincere in hindsight. The admiration. The pride. The certainty. The way he described her almost like proof that his worldview worked. Critics online now think Charlie genuinely believed. I stayed disciplined. I waited. I honored God. And now I found the perfect wife. That emotional framework changed how the internet interpreted everything afterward. Because according to many viewers online, critics believe Erika may not have needed to pressure Charlie aggressively at all. She simply reflected back the exact future he desperately wanted to believe existed. Then another painful realization spread online. Charlie may never have developed the emotional defenses most public men eventually build after years of relationships, heartbreak, manipulation, and dating experience. Critics online believe Charlie skipped all of that entirely. And according to many viewers online, that's why he may have trusted too deeply once he finally committed emotionally. Then people started connecting this to the speed of the relationship. The fast attachment. The fast emotional certainty. The immediate seriousness. The strong religious framing around destiny and purpose. Critics online believe Charlie may have moved quickly because he wasn't comparing Erika to dozens of past experiences emotionally. He was comparing her to an ideal in his head. That distinction became massive online afterward. Because according to many viewers online, people now think Charlie may have confused admiration for compatibility, religious language for character, and emotional intensity for lifelong trust. Then came the darkest interpretation of all. Critics online believe Charlie's strongest qualities: faith, discipline, idealism, self-restraint, commitment to marriage, may have unintentionally made him easier to emotionally capture by somebody who understood exactly how to mirror those values back to him publicly. And according to many viewers online, that possibility is what makes this entire investigation feel genuinely tragic instead of merely scandalous. At this point, the internet is completely divided over Candace Owens' claims, Erika Kirk, and what Charlie Kirk's marriage really looked like behind the scenes. Some people believe Candace is exposing deeply important context that helps explain why Charlie attached himself to Erika so quickly emotionally. Others believe the internet is unfairly turning a deeply personal relationship into a giant psychological conspiracy after Charlie can no longer speak for himself publicly. And honestly, that's why this story exploded so aggressively online. Because according to many viewers online, this investigation is no longer just about politics anymore. It's about vulnerability. Can someone be intellectually brilliant, but emotionally inexperienced? Can strong religious idealism make someone easier to trust the wrong person? And if Charlie truly believed he found the perfect Christian wife after years of discipline and waiting, did that belief stop him from seeing warning signs other people noticed earlier? Then there's Erika herself. Do you think she genuinely loved Charlie and simply shared the same values naturally? Or do you think Candace Owens is implying something much more strategic? That Erika intentionally shaped herself into Charlie's ideal woman emotionally? And what about the rebound claim specifically? Do you think Charlie really entered the relationship while still heartbroken over another woman? And if that's true, could emotional vulnerability explain why everything moved so fast afterward? Then there's the revelation that shocked the internet most. Charlie saving himself for marriage. Do you think modern culture unfairly mocks men who choose discipline and abstinence? Or do you think the internet is over-romanticizing Charlie's inexperience now that people are looking back emotionally at his marriage? Drop your thoughts in the comments because audiences online are completely split on this story right now. And if you want more deep breakdowns on political drama, internet investigations, hidden media narratives, influencer culture, and the story social media cannot stop obsessing over, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because according to many viewers online, Candace Owens may have just exposed the emotional side of Charlie Kirk's life that nobody ever understood publicly until now.